Genesis chapter 45, KJV Trivia. Genesis chapter 45, question 1. Who was with Joseph when he made himself known to his brothers? A. No one. B. Benjamin. C. Reuben. D. All of his brothers. The correct answer is D, found in Genesis 45, verse 1. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him, and he cried, Cause every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. Genesis chapter 45, question 2. What did Joseph do when he made himself known to his brothers? A. Laughed aloud. B. Shouted aloud. C. Wept aloud. D. Ran away screaming. The correct answer is C, found in Genesis 45, verse 2. And he wept aloud. The Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. Genesis chapter 45, question 3. How did Joseph's brothers feel when they realized they were in Joseph's presence? A. They were troubled. B. They were mad. C. They were happy. D. They were afraid. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 45, verse 3. Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. Genesis chapter 45, question 4. Why did Joseph tell his brothers not to be grieved or angry with themselves for selling him into slavery? A. God did send me before you to preserve Egypt. B. God did send me before you to preserve life. C. God did send me before you to preserve you. D. God did send me before you to preserve our father. The correct answer is B, found in Genesis 45, verses 4a and 5. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Now therefore be not grieved nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither, for God did send me before you to preserve life. Genesis chapter 45, question 5. How many years had there been famine when Joseph made himself known to his brothers? A. 2 years. B. 3 years. C. 4 years. D. 5 years. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 45, verses 4a and 6 and 7. And Joseph said unto his brethren, For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years, in which there shall neither be earing nor harvest. Genesis chapter 45, question 6. Joseph told his brothers to hurry back to their father because he was going to come live with Joseph, as well as their children and grandchildren and flocks and herds. Joseph would provide for them during the next 5 years of famine. What region were they going to live in? A. Hebron. B. Goshen, C. Bethel, D. Gaza. The correct answer is B, found in Genesis 45, verses 9 through 11. Haste ye, and go up to my father, and say unto him, Thus saith my son Joseph, God hath made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not. And thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, thou, and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flocks and thy herds, and all that thou hast, and there I will nourish thee. For yet there are 5 years of famine, lest thou and thy household, and all that thou hast come to poverty. Genesis chapter 45, question 7. When news reached Pharaoh's palace that Joseph's brothers had come, what was the reaction of Pharaoh and his servants? A. It pleased them. B. It angered them. C. It confused them. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 45, verse 16. And the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come, and it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants. Genesis chapter 45, question 8. What did Joseph give his brothers so that they could return to Canaan and bring back their children and wives in them? A. Chariots, B. Donkeys, C. Camels, D. Wagons. The correct answer is D, found in Genesis 45, verses 19 through 20. Now thou art commanded, this do ye. Take you wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provision for the way. Genesis chapter 45, question 9, fill in the blank. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and blank changes of raiment. A. 3, B. 4, C. 5, D. 7. The correct answer is C, found in Genesis 45, verse 22. To all them he gave each man changes of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. Genesis chapter 45, question 10. What was the number of asses loaded with the best things of Egypt, and with corn and bread and meat for his father? A. 10, B. 15, C. 20, D. 25. The correct answer is C. 20, found in Genesis 45, verse 23. And to his father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn, and bread, and meat for his father by the way. Genesis chapter 45, question 11. When Joseph's brothers returned from Egypt to their father in Canaan, they told him that Joseph was alive. Jacob was stunned and didn't believe them at first. But after they told him all Joseph had said to them, and he saw the wagons they brought back, what happened to Jacob's spirit? A. It was revived. B. It was angry. C. It was confused. D. It was saddened. The correct answer is A, found in Genesis 45, verses 25 through 27. And they went up out of the land of Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan, unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons, which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, was revived. Genesis chapter 45, question 12. What did Israel say when he found out Joseph was still alive? A. I will go meet him so I can die. B. Bring him to me before I die. C. Now I can die. D. I will go and see him before I die. The correct answer is D, found in Genesis 45, verse 28. And Israel said, It is enough. Joseph my son is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die.